Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Taylor Mitchell, here for my first video recording. To me, cultural diversity, in my own words, is the quality of diverse or ethnic groups within a setting of society. As far as on what I know, like settings or examples, is Chesterfield, JD, and Meadowdale area is very, very deeply rooted with multiple cultures of diversity, as well as other parts of Virginia. Now, what I do know is that from what I've experienced as far as like prejudice and stereotyping. Stereotyping is the when I was in elementary school and I had a classmate that always assumed that I liked chicken and then I wanted to eat like Kool-Aid watermelon. They always made fun of me on the way on how my hair was looking and on how I was always darker than them and I couldn't really think fast on my toes like on how the other kids were because they thought that all black people were dumb. That's not really. It's more so how I was set up different than other people. As far as being profiled, racially profiled is when it'll happen sometimes on when I'm in stores and I'll get followed around by either the manager or a whole coworker, or I'll either be sometimes it's happened a couple of times on when I've been with my cousin and we were sitting up in a parking lot of 7-Eleven and there were two officers that had pulled onto the side of us, but we were parked all the way and they thought that we were doing like a drug deal or something, and then they had their flashlights all up in the car, all up in my car for looking for at least like drugs or bags of weed or coke. Like it's I'm most definitely not part of that. And then finally with racism is on when I was down up in the country in Mecklenburg, and this was when I had caught a speeding ticket. And I had caught a speeding ticket for going at least 82 in the 60 and mile per hour zone. And there was one officer that didn't really sit right with me at all, and he wanted to search my car after he smelled a funny smell of weed that was in my car. And turns out that there really wasn't anything in my car other than an ashtray. And lo and behold, while the whole during the whole search, he had he had secretly like called two other officers to the scene. And when they had came, the other officer that originally pulled me over was on my passenger side, and the second officer that he called to the scene was on my driver's side. And when he had gone to the passenger side, he had planted a roach in my armrest. And when he had went to the back of my car, he had said that there was little blotches of cocaine in the back of my trunk. And when he had seen that, he wanted to go ahead and detain me and arrest me, but he didn't. So then he just let me go off with a warning, even though that he didn't manage to grab the roach, but he had pointed out that there was a roach in my car, but yeah, he didn't show me any evidence of it. He just said that there was a roach up in the armrest. But other than that, there is my life has been surrounded by multiple cultures, whether it was either Hispanic, Asian descent of Cambodian and Korean. There was also, who else? I saw Indian up in there as well. And just by the way, I'm not fully black as well. I'm Native American. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for y'all. Thank you.